What the hell were you thinking bringing that thing here? You know how dangerous it is. I had no choice. They were closing in anyway. The roar of rushing water drowned out everything, like a furious monster unleashed. Before me, the lake that had been my family's treasure for generations was vanishing into a churning void. Water gushed through the secret channels I'd built over sleepless months, emptying into a hidden underground stream. The once glistening blue surface dropped rapidly, exposing slimy banks and gasping fish flopping helplessly. On the shore, Susan Reynolds, the HOA president, stood fuming, her face flushed crimson like a warning siren. She shrieked, jabbing fingers at me as if her fury could dam the flow. "You can't do this. This is illegal. This is community property." Sirens wailed faintly in the distance. Esht already called the cops. But I held my ground. "This is my lake, my cabin, and you're not crashing your damn party here," I said, voice steady despite the pounding in my chest. Susan stormed closer, her heels sinking into the muck. "You'll pay for this. Draining your own lake won't stop me. The police are coming, and you're finished." I watched the last drops vanish into the drains, my pulse racing as the sirens grew louder. What would the cops say? Would they buy her story or see through it? Headlights pierced the trees, and Susan smirked like victory was hers. I braced myself. But before diving into that mess, let me rewind. This nightmare didn't start with the draining. It began weeks ago when I thought inheriting my late grandfather's cabin on Willow Lake would be my ticket to serenity after years of urban chaos. 3 weeks earlier, I'd moved into the cozy wooden retreat, nestled among pines with a porch overlooking the shimmering water. It was my escape from the city's endless grind. But soon, I learned the cabin fell under the Willow Shores Homeowners Association's grip. Their president, Susan Reynolds, was a local legend for all the wrong reasons. Neighbors whispered about her like she was a storm cloud. With her sharp bob haircut, always in loud floral outfits, and a scowl that could curdle milk, she ruled with an iron fist. Our first meeting was when I was unloading boxes. "You're the new guy?" She snapped. "No hello." "I'm Alex," I said, offering a hand. She ignored it, shoving a hefty rulebook at me. "HOA guidelines. Learn them. Follow them. We maintain standards." I laughed awkwardly. "Thanks, but my land isn't part of it is now," she cut in. "We've expanded. Consider yourself lucky to join our community. Break rules, face fines." I sensed trouble, but stayed calm. Neighbors were nicer. Tom, an old fisherman with a dry wit, and Emily, a single mom who brought her kids to play by the water. Both warned me. "Susan's like a queen here," Tom said one morning over coffee. "Don't cross her." For a bit, things were quiet. Then Susan returned with a clipboard and a phony grin. "Alex, sweetie, the HOA's throwing our annual summer bash. We need your cabin best view on the lake." I frowned. "You want my place?" "And the lake," she added firmly. "Clear out for the weekend. We'll toss you a token payment. It's for the community." That did it. "No," I said flat out. Her smile vanished. "What? No. This is my property." Her eyes narrowed to slits. "You'll regret saying no to me, Alex." "Nobody does." That's when I knew she wasn't just pushy, she was vicious. Days later, odd stuff started. Trash dumped on my porch, mailbox toppled, a bogus complaint about my unkempt lawn leading to a $500 fine. Susan was sending a clear signal, surrender or suffer. But she didn't know me. I wasn't backing down from a bully HOA boss. Word was. As the gala neared, Susan ramped up, showing up with board members demanding keys. I refused. They threatened $5,000 more. I laughed them off. That night, porch sitting under the moon, I recalled Grandpa's words. "The lake's tied to the land, and the land's yours. Guard it fiercely." So, I got drastic. Using his old blueprints, I secretly installed a drainage setup funneling the lake to a distant stream. By party day, it was primed. Susan arrived with caterers, tents, and fancy guests, strutting like royalty. "Hand it over, Alex. The HOA's in charge now." I smiled. "Have fun." As they sipped bubbly, I twisted the valve. Water drained slow, then torrent. Guests panicked as levels plummeted, boats beached, fish thrashed. Susan howled, "Stop him." Too late. Lake gone. Cops rolled up. Susan ranted, "Arrest him. He wrecked everything." One officer eyed me sternly. Explain. Susan shoved her phone forward. Video proof drained it. But I stayed cool. This lake's mine, private property. She harassed me into hosting. I refused. I pulled out Grandpa's deed, maps showing it outside HOA turf. The cop reviewed it. Susan lunged for the papers. He blocked her. Looks legit. Got counterproof. She stammered, empty-handed. HOA rules trump deeds. No, ma'am, he said. Deeds win. Gasps rippled. Cops warned her for trespassing, ordered her out. She stormed off, vowing payback. Quiet followed, but the empty lake bed felt wronged refill eventually. Tom chuckled. You nailed her. But he warned, she's vengeful. Sure enough, an orange notice slapped my door. $10,000 for eco-damage. Laughable, but I lawyered up with family friend Mr. Jenkins. Baseless, he said. But watch out scheming. Noises woke me that night. Shadows by the lake. Flashlight in hand, I caught teens tagging my cabin likely Susan's doing. They fled. Emily whispered later. Susan's smearing you, planning big. Saturday, trucks rumbled in with pumps. Susan smirked. Restoring the lake community vote. I blocked them. Trespass again, cops come. She laughed, firing pumps. Water flowed in. Rage boiled. I hit Grandpa's hidden secondary valve. Drains roared open, sucking faster than pumps could fill. Hoses whipped. A worker slipped into the whirl, barely saved by a rope. Chaos. Sirens again. Susan screamed. He tried murder. I explained. Trespassers ignored warnings. Deeds out, worker fine. Cops chewed Susan. You endangered lives. She hissed threats leaving. Then, rocks shattered my windows with a note. Leave, or else. Vandalism spiked. At an HOA meeting, Susan riled the crowd. He's a menace. I countered with docs proving riparian rights full water control. Murmurs turned. One resident snapped. Enough of your tyranny, Susan. She fled furious. That night, smoke choked me awake. Flames licked the lake bed. I hosed it. Firefighters doused it. I spotted Susan watching, grinning in the glow. Reported her. Cops investigated. Cameras installed. They caught her creeping with gas. But she rallied a mob next, megaphone blaring. Drive him out. Rocks flew, windows smashed. I barricaded, sirens saved me. Cops arrested her for rioting. You're done, they said. Bailed out, Susan hired thugs explosives at drains, bomb threat at court. Media frenzy painted me as the villain, her as victim. One night, texts warned, last night here. Explosions rocked the property. I caught a saboteur. She paid us, Susan. Fires raged. Cops traced it back. Trial day. Evidence buried her footage, confessions. Judge hammered. 25 years, no parole. As they hauled her, she spat. Not over. HOA crumbled. Apologies flowed. Lake refilled. Life normalized. But a letter came. Water can't be caged forever. In her script. Peaceful now, but her shadow looms. Was draining the lake eco-terrorism or self-defense? Did I push too far, or was her obsession the real crime? The debate raged. Was the true villain here?